Hi, boys and girls. We're back for our second week in our animal research project. I'm going to go to Pebble Go and find my animal that I chose last time I was working on it. I'm going to go ahead and tap animals, and I'm going to go in the search bar and type in the animal that I wrote down in my tree map, which is armadillo. We don't want to change our animal. We want to stick to the one that we chose from the first week. So I'm going to be learning a lot about armadillos. I'm going to learn about the body, the habitat, the food, even the life cycle, and some fun things about armadillos. But the first thing I want to do is I want to know what kind of an animal is an armadillo. I'm going to write that information in a special place on my tree map. And so I might have to read the first section to find out. If I don't find it there, I can go back to my categories of where the animal was in order to locate it. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to what kind of an animal is an armadillo.
Armadillos are mammals with hard outer armor.
Okay, just in that very first sentence, I learned that an armadillo is a mammal, which is a type of animal. Remember that animals go into different animal groups, and a mammal is one of them. So if I tap into mammal, I can learn what a mammal is.
Mammal. A warm-blooded animal that has a backbone and hair or fur. Female mammals feed milk to their young.
Okay, so mammal. If you're not sure where to find that information, go to the very beginning and think about what section that you found your animal in. Is your animal an amphibian? Is it one of these animals? Because then your animal group is amphibian. Is your animal a bird? Because then, if it is, that would be the animal group. It could be a fish. It could be an insect or a spider. Perhaps you found your animal in the invertebrate section, and then that's what the animal group is. Okay, mine is a mammal. Perhaps you chose a mammal for your animal project. And finally, the last animal group is reptile. So we're going to write that information in a special place in your notes. Let's learn where. On your tree map, on the very top left side, kind of next to where you wrote the animal name, you're going to write the animal group your animal belongs to. See where I'm writing the word mammal. I'm also writing it in red so it stands out. Now that I know my armadillo is a mammal, I'm going to learn about its body. Today we're only going to take notes on the first section, which is called body. So I want to gather as many details as I can about the body of an armadillo. I'm going to go ahead and press the play button and learn about it.
Armadillos are mammals with hard outer armor. There are 20 different kinds of armadillos. They are between 5 inches, 13 centimeters, and 5 feet, 1.5 meters long.
Okay, I learned a lot. I learned that they have a hard outer armor. I'm going to go ahead and look up what the word armor is so I can learn more about it.
Armor. Bones, scales, and skin that some animals have on their bodies for protection.
Okay, so it has a hard outer armor. I learned that there's 20 different kinds, although that doesn't really tell me about the body, so I might leave that detail out. And then I learned how big they are. They could be 5 inches or they can be as big as 5 feet. That's a big difference. An inch and a foot are very different. So I'm going to have to go and figure out what information I need to write down in my notes. Okay, so I'm just going to stick to the section that says body. I'm going to write a couple things that I learned about an armadillo's body. I learned that it has a hard outer armor. write that down, and that's my first note. I'm going to draw a line under it. And then I'm going to write how big they are. Now, I learned that they could be as small as 5 inches, and they can be as big as 5 feet. So an inch and a foot are very different. I'm going to write they could be as small as 5 inches and as big as 5 feet. Boys and girls, I just want you to notice that I did not write the whole sentence from Pebble Go. I am not copying from Pebble Go, I'm only picking out key details. So instead of writing a whole sentence like armadillos have a hard outer armor, I just wrote hard outer armor. That's taking notes. Your job this week is to read about the animal's body and write at least 2 separate notes about it.